Merry Christmas, Desert Skies. It's so good to be with you on this beautiful, beautiful Christmas and talking about gifts and the things that we do for each other and the tremendous gifts that this church has given for the work of God here in this part of the world.
Merry Christmas, and it's so exciting to think of how when we all bring our gifts together and our service, our commitment together, how much of an influence for good, for God's kingdom we can be in our communities up and down the Houghton corridor.
So part of our gift giving is the resources that we give to the operating of the church. And you all know that we did a campaign, Renovation for God's Sake, in November, and we had a pledge Sunday, and I know you've been anxious to hear how that's going so far. Just a reminder that we usually go till about the middle of January before we have a full picture of what's happening, but Diane and Sandy are here to give us a picture of how the campaign has gone.
Merry Christmas, Desert Skies. I'm Diane Ellison, and I am co-chairman along with Sandy Clean of the Finance Committee, and we are here today to give you a report on the status of the Stewardship campaign for 2023. And Sandy will give you some numbers.
We are so happy to tell you that as of today, 97 pledge cards have been turned in. This is only 7 less than last year, and this is just the first day of Christmas. We have 11 more days, so you have plenty of time to turn them in if you haven't done so already.
So as we go into the new year, 2023, we are very encouraged with the progress of this campaign to keep our church viable and abundant and giving to the community. And if you come to church and you worship with people, you'll see that everybody is still excited about church. We still miss the 40% of people who are still worshiping online. The Finance Committee began this stewardship project in October, and not knowing how things were going to turn out, we were perhaps a little guarded. But seeing the figures today, we are happy and feel like the church is very well positioned for a great 2023.
Another part of our stewardship this year was the non-pledged giving of intentions for 2023. And so we put those intentions on our Jenga blocks during the worship service, and some people came in and did them because they weren't in church on Pledge Sunday. And this is the piece of art that was created with our Jenga blocks, and there are just some wonderful things that you have gifted the church, intentions for prayer, for participating more in the church through studies or coming to church more.
Or even learning new skills, reaching out into the community in different ways.
Right. So we encourage you to take a look at this when it is at the Vail campus. It'll be at the Houghton campus, and we hope you'll take a look at the other gifts, non-monetary gifts, that this congregation is giving to the work of Christ, the work of the church in the world today. So we thank you so much for your generosity, because you are what makes this church the Church of Jesus Christ. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.